everybody, this is Daytora, and this is the new City of Steam Arkadia 2.0. This is not the English version, this is on the Chinese beta testing server, server 19. On the 21st, they went into beta there to do some testing. Probably do some testing over there and clean up some things before it comes to the English version. Now, I'm sorry, but I had to turn the intro sound off because for some reason I've changed all the sound settings and it's still louder and you can't hear me talk. So I recorded that whole intro part so you can hear the intro music. And what we got here is, you know, I just got a couple test accounts and test players, and it's the whole character creation is pretty much the same. So I'll make another character over here so you can see. And they changed, you know, they changed the what the characters look like over here. They changed the icons for them, and you can see, you know, what they did is they changed the outfits too. I know you saw in the announcement they changed the outfits for people. They didn't show the males though. These are the male outfits. It's just the outfit that you wear under your clothes, and for some reason it loads them in naked and then it puts the clothes on. Sorry about that. You get a little boob action. But this is what the base clothing looks like that you start with when you're naked, basically. So you won't really see this clothing that much. Nothing all fancy, you know. They changed the UI a little bit for making characters, and then we'll go to the females. You might see a little underwear here for a little bit. I'm sorry about that, but these are the outfits that that we saw in the announcement. So there's not a whole lot changed here. They improved the graphics a bit, as you can see. They changed the interface. And you got the same, you know, you got your classes, same as before. And the customization how it was before, you know, changing the hair and stuff like that. So there's not a whole special here. So I'll go back to the intro a little bit. I'll make a character, actually. Yeah, I'll make a character and I'll show you how the whole intro, the starting area is, because you'll be shocked. You'll see a lot of differences right off the bat, and there's a lot of changes that were made to the game. And I'm going to give a general overview in this. I can't show you a lot of the new systems. Like later on, I'm going to test more, and maybe I can try to show you some of the exact systems, like the new Paragons, the new monster layer and boss gauntlet and stuff, but it's really hard to tell what's what because it's all in Chinese. Plus there's a lot of extra systems here, monetization systems. There's a lot of extra things, like the longer you're on you get this and that, and there's a lot of stuff in this version that is not going to make it over to our version. So I'm just going to kind of give a general overview of some of the things that I can show you, like skills, talents. I'll show you some of the new cosmetics, the Electrum Shop stuff that's here. You'll get to see the new city. I won't go and show you the old cities because they look sort of the same. They're just, you know, tweak. A lot of that stuff's the same. But I'll show you the new City Arkadia, and I'll put the sound back on for a minute. New sound. All right, and let's begin. And what you notice right away is, I don't know if it's going to work for all the normal dungeons, because remember they have the whole boss gauntlet, paragons, and all that stuff for you to do solo, but as you notice, there's other players in this. Remember when you first went in the old stuff, you didn't have other players in the normal dungeons or in the intro. There's other players doing their quests here along with me, so this is my actually second run through. I'm just re-recording this stuff because I didn't record it the first time, but all of like the normal dungeons that I was doing, there were other players in there. So I'm wondering if that's how it's going to be throughout the whole game or not, as you can always have, you know, you don't get that solo feeling, or maybe when you do the normal dungeons how they were before, you know, you didn't have to choose if you needed a team or not. Maybe it's just kind of, if there's people in there, they kind of just join in with you, you know? Which would be kind of cool. I guess it would be kind of cool, you know, if there's people there. The only thing people might complain about is if, I don't know how the loot works, they might complain, oh, these people are stealing my loot or something, but you definitely won't have that whole alone feeling that you have before playing, which is kind of cool. You can see the same thing here. This is another part of like the intro, but It's one of the basic dungeons. You've got other people in here with me. There was a lot more when I first did it because the servers were just up, but when you're doing it, but yeah, it was like just everybody over here, and there's like bars. I don't know if this will be in here, but like when you do part of it, you got completion bars as you kill monsters and stuff. You see that this health bar shows the level and their health, so it's pretty different. It's a bit different than the whole interface, and UI is different than it was in 1.3. Which I don't know, I think it's kind of cool that, you know, you can do stuff with other people. You don't have to worry about looking for a group. If this is how it is in all the normal dungeons, you know, it's either you don't have to worry about solo queue or team queue. You know, you can probably make a pre-made maybe of your friends and join in maybe. Hopefully that's still in here, but that'd be kind of lame if you can't join up, like make a group with your guildies and do the dungeons. It's just all random, but you know, right now just doing random stuff. There's other people in these dungeons. And I'll show some of Deltron 2, but I already did it. But when I got in Deltron 2, those dungeons in Deltron Station were the same thing. You enter, and other people that enter could enter at the same time and do the stuff with you. And I think I mentioned this later on when I was on the Goblin messing around, but as you can see, everybody, you get kind of like a companion here. I don't know how to see their details. I think there's ways you can change which one you use, or the bonus, maybe they give you bonus stats or something. There's other stuff you can do with them, but they kind of follow you around. I just see this, my companion person, my helper is going to follow me around. They're going to help shoot and kill stuff. And again, now I'm in Deltron, I'm in the first dungeon, and there's other people walking around in here and killing stuff, so, I mean, that's kind of cool. Yes, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be in the version, but I was here for all of like 2 minutes, and I quickly you just click on a couple people, and it pretty much, the dungeons, remember there was more here, and I just did these two, and it gave me the green armor, and then I talked to somebody here, and through one of these, it gave me a chest. I clicked on it, and then it gave me all green accessories. So, I mean, I don't know if this is specific to the Chinese version, or just maybe this is how it is, you know, to start you off, but starting off, you start off pretty fast. Like, I just got all this green stuff, like, for not doing much at all, which is kind of cool. It gets you out of the starting zone faster. And I'm on the train, fighting Seed Breaker. Everything here is pretty much the same for the intro. There's another part. This is when you go to your family's home and you go in the basement. So, yeah, I mean, you can see there's a bunch of other people in here, so it's pretty cool to play with other people while you're completing your quests. You know, wondering if it's like this in all the dungeons. Okay, that's done. So I mean, you blow through your stuff pretty fast, especially when you're in there with other people. It just makes me concerned about energy if you're trying to grind, or people are wiping everything out, you know. And the big guy's here, the Toiler's back, and I believe one of my first playthroughs, when I click and I talk to him, he'll bring me to the first city, to the floating city of Arkadia. Yep. And, yep, here we are. Alright, here we are in the new city, well, the new floating city. There's a new zone for level 38 plus, but I'm not going to be able to show that to you. I'm not going to play that much, but this is the new kind of gathering hub, the floating city Arkadia, and we'll take a ride around and show you. It's a decent size. You can see this is, you know, there's a lot of people here, a lot of people standing around training. Where's somebody? There was somebody before here that had, yeah, I don't know if these will make it in our version, but you can see those are the wings that are in the Chinese version. They look pretty cool, I guess. You see all people with their different VIP levels and stuff. I'll show you the VIP later. The VIP's kind of crazy in Chinese version, but see, this place is, the graphics here are amazing. I can tell you that much. Some of this stuff I can't get to because it's not unlocked yet, but new gear vendors. Yeah, I have no clue what this is stuff for. Orange gear, maybe for tokens you can get or something. No, it's not orange. White stuff. But yeah, there's gear vendors here. There's a guy with a really cool bike, so I'm going to try to catch up to him. I'll show you the Steam bike. I'll show you the Steam bikes in a bit, how the Steam bikes kind of work. But where'd he go? I guess he's off his bike. I'll show you fishing real quick. I don't know exactly how it works. You know, you've got, I guess you can upgrade it and catch different kind of fish. Then you get a fish, and I don't know, just click over here. I guess you can change what you want or something. What kind of fish you want. You got a fish? Then there's also the mining. So, I mean, I don't know exactly what the bonus is for. I think if you look at the fish, I mean, it tells you there's stats on them, so they're for something. I don't know if they're... I don't know if the fish have like buffs so you can eat them, maybe sort of like serums, or, you know, I don't know if this... I know the fishing will be in our version. I don't know if mining will be in our version, but yeah, it's something to do, and it looks like they have stats on them, so... I mean, graphics-wise, I don't have a great PC, and I got the settings on high, and I know I don't have the best... you know, video editing conversion, so the video doesn't come out as clear as I want, but tell you what, for my crappy little PC, this place looks amazing. And I know they did touch-ups in the other zones too and stuff, and the dungeons you can see, so, you know, graphics-wise, they did a lot of work. I won't get into too much detail with some of the other stuff, like a lot of this is, I don't know if this stuff will be in our version. There's, you know, if you're on for so long, you can get a bonus. You know, there's all these little things in here that, you know, I really don't know what they are, but I don't know if they'll be in our version or not. Stuff that they can buy, because, you know, there's a lot of monetization over on the Chinese games. That's how the games are, which a lot of this probably won't make it over to our version, but it's just kind of cool to look. I don't know what these are, packages or something. I know these look like starter packs, and that, you know, on our version, I'm pretty sure Mechanist is going to have the same thing. If you put money in, you get like a little starter pack with the sword skin, but they have over here like 4 different versions. This one with the pet, and then there's a different looking sword, probably better stats. Looks like crafting materials and stuff. And that's like that follower that you have, a companion. Looks like you get, you know, if you buy the best starter pack, you kind of get like a better follower. I mean, there's a lot to their version, but a lot of it's kind of like monetization stuff. I guess that's, you know, I don't even know what that is. Daily objectives, like how we had the year objectives here. kind of disappointed though. I hope this don't make it an R version. You know, if you want to just finish it, you can pay Electrum and finish it. In their version 2, there's a lot of stuff like that. I think there's quests that if you don't want to do the quest, you can just pay Electrum and finish the quest. You know, they have, where's VIP? In their version, people were concerned about VIP. If you look here, they've got, look at all the bonuses you get from VIP. It's a lot of bonuses. And in their version, you've got 10 tiers of VIP. And look at that amount. It's probably pretty expensive. So I don't know if we're going to get just like one version of VIP or two or what. But as you can see, I don't know if this will make it to an R version, but you can see that they have a lot of bonuses for VIP. What else can I show you? Let's see that I have access to right now. You know, you've got social, you got your friends list. Don't know what that is. Oh, Steam bikes, which is kind of cool. You've got your 10 tiers of Steam bikes, and I've seen some other fancier ones riding around. I don't know if there's ones that you can buy. They weren't ones that were in the shop. I'll show you the shop ones too. I'll show you the shop in a little bit, but I saw other ones, and I think if I read correctly, like in our version, the information they gave to us, that with the new Paragons in Boss Gauntlet and Monster Lair, you've got like base drops that you can get, but there's rare drops, and I believe there's like certain Steam bikes or certain pets or stuff that you can get as like a rare drop from the boss. It gives you incentive. You can go back in there and do it over. I don't know if those are temporary or permanent. I'll try to get one on video. There was one that looked really cool. But again, I don't know if they're temporary or permanent. I don't know if that'll make it in our version, but see, this is my bike, and everything has stats here. I don't know if this has been ours, but like even this has PvP bonus. As you can saw, like in the VIP, it had stats to bonus PvP damage and reduction. But as you tier it up, it doesn't show the stat bonuses here, but speed, you can see the speed goes up. And then also as you upgrade it, these stats go up too. So you get a whole bunch of bonus stats from your bike. And it starts off looking like a crappy tricycle. And then as you work up, they start to look cooler and cooler. As you upgrade your bike, you get better stats. They move faster, they get more stat bonuses. And you see, once you get to like, once you get, I guess actually till 4, they start kind of looking cool. 5, you see they add more detail. 6 is where they really start to kind of look funky. 7, I like that one. I like the green in it. Tier 9, and then Tier 10 is just like kind of ridiculous, you know. It's kind of got wings on it. Looks like the thing's gonna fly away. I mean, I don't know how you earn the turbos. I guess through dailies and through, I think you can also buy them in the shop. There's probably ways in the game to earn the turbo, the vehicle parts to upgrade your bike. We'll look at the shop. Let's see what we got in the shop. You know, VIP, a lot of this stuff I don't know, and it's going to take a while to load because, remember, I'm from USA playing on China server, so. But you can see you can also buy here. You can buy the stuff in the shop, turbos. I don't know what half this stuff is. Let's see if we can show you mods. You can buy mods straight out here. Don't know if that'll be in our version. Oh, the new cosmetics. You've got the 2 that we had. This is a new one. Actually, I think the Russian version had this one and we didn't have it. That's a new one. And then this is a new one too. If it'll actually switch to it. Okay, and here's one of the new outfits too. If you like a little flair in your style. Little flair going on. Some crazy colors. You've got the blue one that I showed you before. And then you've got the other older 2 ones, which is the kind of cowboy looking one. And then you've got the pirate looking one. And let's see what else. Pets. There's pets in that you can buy with Electrum too. I can't tell you what the bonuses are on the pets. I can't tell you what the bonuses are on the cosmetics either, unfortunately, because I can't tell you the numbers. Vehicles. I'm shocked. I figured they would take the jetpacks out, but apparently jetpacks are still in the game. You got the different jetpacks you can buy. And I don't know if it's just because it's buggy or because of my internet, but it's sometimes I click on these and you can't see them, the models. But only thing you can see in the Chinese version is there's really not much due to Spire marks. You've got, you know, broadcast tickets to talk, and I'm assuming this is a mod box or something. Might be a mod box, might be a consumable box, but I know Russian version I think was a bit like that too. You were kind of limited. What you can do with Spire marks is pretty much just for like expanding inventory and resetting talents and minor shit. But hopefully in our version, because I know in our version it was different with R2. So hopefully in our version you can still buy all the catalysts and cosmetics and all that stuff with Spire marks. And just remember, this is their version, so it's going to be different. But there's a lot of stuff in here that you can, you know, that they can buy. VIP 30-day, 90-day, 180-day. I guess VIP is, and then as they upgrade the levels, it's probably different too. But that's the shop. There's not a whole lot I can really show you right now because I don't have a lot unlocked. Oh, I did VIP. The whole thing with gear and your stats, it gives you like a power rating now. That's what this is, and I think this has to do with the whole asynchronous PvP, how it matches you up with asynchronous PvP. It goes by like your power rating, your gear score. I'm sure there's more to it, but that's what this is. That's your power rating on your gear. And you've got over here, you've got your name, you've got your currency and everything like before. There's the options to change it from the different camera views. I guess you can make it so that you don't see everybody else, or you can see everybody else. You turn your sound on and off. Your map. You know, you've got your mail. Can't get that. And I guess this is, I don't know if we'll have this, but this is, I guess, GM, bugged, report a bug. You can report it right that way. I guess this is your events, you know, daily events. There's not a whole lot I can show you really to queue up. Probably most of it's over. But you got, you know, your rewards. That'll all be probably different for our version, different rewards and stuff. I'm not sure if this is Paragon or Monster Lair. This might be Monster Lair. Boss Gauntlet, I think, is the one with all the different bosses you can choose. This, I think, is Monster Lair. And I'll show you that in a bit. I'll go through and kill a boss. But what can I show you here? Oh, I showed you the vehicles. This is the new, well, we saw it, you know, on our announcement, but as here, you get these, you know, I don't remember the name of them offhand because I'm not on our forums, but you get these, I don't know if you guys, there's a level up, or you get them from dungeons, and you put these into the talents. And you can put bonus health, armor, I'm assuming that's a resistance, impact, critical, damage, and then you've got, for melee, you've got parry, and you've got hit, which is, I'll explain these four, and it's kind of funky with these four, what's going on with this system, is you've got parry and hit, which, you know, hit increases your chance to hit a target with melee, so, you know, it's pretty much for water, for hitting them with melee, and then parry, you know, you've got parry, that's to block melee attacks, and then you've got your precision, that's what this one is, precision, that's your chance to hit with ranged attack, and your dodge. So basically it's like your hit percent and your block and your dodge percent and stuff like that. The reason why this is in is I've noticed so far in my other test on my first run through, because I did a previous run through before this just to get an idea, and I went through like all the key settings, and I think that they have removed block totally from the game, where you would block and put up your weapon. I think that whole block has been removed, maybe because there was a lot of bugs with it in 1.3, plus maybe they wanted to kind of, I don't like to say dumb it down, but it is kind of dumbed down. You don't even have to block. You just go off your parry and your precision percent and your dodge percent for block and ranged attacks or melee attacks, and raise those stats and hope for good RNG, because I know for in PvP, if you don't have high enough that, and then you know you can't block incoming stuns or incoming attacks. You just gotta hope that your stats high enough to block it. So I mean, it's kind of like a whole basic kind of dumbed down system. Some people might like it, some may, I mean, it's kind of easier. You just run up, you raise your stats if you want to be able to block or hit people better, and you just swing away. But it kind of simplifies it to me. And that's with the whole new stats. You know, you've got all new stats. A lot of stuff was changed. You've got those 4 new stats. I can't tell you what pieces of gear is, you know, what's new stats, what rares are on what gear, because I can't read the rares. So we'll have to wait till our version comes out to see what of these new stats are on what gear as rares. You know, I can't give you too much details about that right now because I just can't read it. Skills, I can tell you that how the skills work is as you level up, you can unlock the tiers, and then you get more of these tokens or badges or whatever they are. The same with the talent, and you can put these points into see if I can level it up, because right now it's level 2. If I put another one in, it'll go to level 3, and I think at some point you might be able to choose more than one in one of these. Now, I don't know if that was in 1.5 and then changed in 2.0. I haven't made it far enough to see if I can select 2 of these at the same time and upgrade them or what, but supposedly there's some changes and there's more variation. If you notice though, I'm missing skills here as a warder, and there's only 8 spots. We used to have 10 spots down here for skills. You only have 8, and as a warder I lost 6 skills. So 6 skills and only 8 slots. You know, 1 to your 3, and then your 5 special ones, and then your 3 basics. I think every class is going to lose 6 skills. Like as a warder, I lost all 3 of my banners. I lost Titan Stomp, which is the one where you do a knockback. Eviscerate, which was a big one for us to lower their armor and do damage. And what else did I lose? I lost another skill. I remembered it before, but yeah, we lost 6 skills. I think each class is going to lose skills, so it's kind of, it's like they simplified it, but it's like they made it more in depth, so there's more to do with maybe choosing 2, but then they simplified it and kind of dumbed it down at the same time because they cut a bunch of that out. So as far as this and the new skills and talents, yeah, they added and changed stuff, but at the same time they dumbed it down. Because block's gone, now you just go off of stats that you put in here in RNG, and then as far as talents, you know, they removed a bunch, so you can choose. You might be able to choose multiple in a tier and then swap them out, or use, you know, 2 from each tier, but you're still limited because they removed a whole bunch of skills. So is it good or bad? I mean, it makes it, to me it kind of still just made it more simplified. It didn't really improve it that much, to be honest with you. And I think this is a whole part, because there was a question in the beginning, give me VIP, when I talking about like the mobile vendors and stuff. I believe that's what this is. See, VIP it says in Chinese, so I think when you get VIP, look, I wasn't even at an alchemist. I clicked here and it brought off the potion and fireworks list. Storage, I probably can't open storage yet because, yep, see, there it is. Yep, this is part of VIP. This is the whole thing. When you get VIP, you've got the mobile, where you can do shit on the fly. And here's the broker. I can't open storage though because I'm only level 6. I didn't open it yet, but that's another part of VIP, is instead of going right to there, it puts it in a list right here. You can just click on it and open stuff up. Alright, and I'm going to go into this, you know, this dungeon. Which I can't read. I don't know if these are not, no, these aren't normal. I don't know if this is like the, this might be like Monster Lair. I think Boss Gauntlet is that other one with all the fancy where you choose the boss itself. But let's see what 30 energy. I don't know which one we're gonna do. We're just gonna go in and do it. Let's see what we get. Again, I know they're in our version. They're talking about having the Paragons, and then you have Boss Gauntlet and Monster Lair, so I don't know exactly which one I'm doing here right now, because it's really hard to read, but I'm going to give it a go, see how it is. So, I mean, overall the dungeon experience is fun. There's nobody else in here with me, so I'm assuming this is one of the new systems. I think when you do the normal dungeons, like in the zones and stuff in different towns, that's when people can join in with you. I'll probably play a little more, and I'll add some more features, but I'm not going to be able to add too much and tell you a whole lot, because as I said, unfortunately I don't understand Chinese, but I'm beating this boss up right now. This isn't in a regular dungeon. This is one of the new things added to the game, which I'm thinking it's one of the boss layers. I don't know what I got, but And as you know, I don't know if this will make it. I was messing around in here, clicking on this a bunch of times, and somehow now I've got, I don't know what this timer's counting down. I'm not in a dungeon, so I'm assuming maybe it's some kind of auto farm. You know, because like Asian MMOs, sort of, a lot of them have the whole thing where you can have the game auto farm for you. So I don't know if this will be an our version or not, but I'm gonna wait and see what we get when the timer goes down. If it does in fact like auto farm a dungeon for me. Yep. So apparently that's what that was. I can't read the details, but apparently there's a way to I guess you spend energy, and I don't know what else I was just clicking, but it like auto farmed that dungeon for me, that boss layer, whatever it was up here, because I ended up getting, I don't know if it's better than what I got, 7 to 12. I ended up getting an axe, and I ended up getting some metal. So hopefully, if that is the case where you can have it auto farm dungeons and bosses and stuff, right, hopefully that feature doesn't come into our version, because that's a very you know, Eastern Asian kind of thing with their browser game, is the whole auto farm thing, and I don't think it's going to be very popular over here. I think we like to kind of earn our stuff. It's bad enough that we've got the whole training system. As you can see here, you've got, this is what happens when you got a training system in the game. You've got like just a massive horde of people standing around where you zone in, everybody just standing around and training, and all that does is create massive amounts of lag, and you don't know who's AFK, who's there, if people want to party or not, you know. I'm not too fond about the whole automated systems that are putting in. Like I just showed you, that I just basically auto-farmed a dungeon, the PvP, the asynchronous. I'll try to get a bit higher level and show you that and see how it works. But yeah, you like fight a bot version of them, so it's like a lot of automated stuff I'm not too fond of, but I don't know if all that'll be put in our version or not. Even though I'm not a fan of it, I just think the wings kind of look kind of cool. But I mean, if you notice with the bikes, and you got wings, and the overall graphics overhaul to the game, it's not going to be as much of the City of Steam as a lot of us know. It's got a very, with a lot of the stuff that's going to be added, the way the UI is set up, if the UI is going to be similar, and the way the bikes are, and all that stuff, it's got a very kind of Asian MMO overhaul feeling to it, still combined with some kind of futuristic kind of steampunk industrial to it, you know? It's kind of got a mixed bag of nuts, but I like it. I mean, so far, I'm enjoying it. Oh, he's running away. I want to catch this guy with the cool steam bike. No! Look at this steam bike. Wow, that thing's amazing. Hey, buddy, you're on camera. Look at that thing. Stop running! He's gonna go somewhere I can't go. Wait! Yeah, that was... I think that's one that you might get, I don't know, maybe being a high VIP for here, or maybe it's one of those rare drops that you can get from one of the bosses or something in the new dungeon systems. But that one's not in the Electrum shop. That one's not in the upgrading your regular bike. So some really fancy stuff. There was also a guy standing around here before that had a really badass cosmetic set that's not in the shop, and I believe that's also part of the whole rare chance of some of the, when you do like Paragon or Boss Layer or a Boss Gauntlet or Monster Layer, that some of the bosses have a chance of dropping some of that stuff. I don't know if it's, again, I don't know if that stuff's temporary or not, but some of it looks really cool. Alright guys, what I think I'm going to do is, for now, since I'm still kind of getting a feel for the game, and maybe once I get a feel for some of the dungeons, even though I can't read what's going on, I don't know what stats are on my gear, but maybe as I do some stuff, I'll open up some more stuff. If I find anything else interesting, I'll make a second video. This was just a real, you know, I'm sure it wasn't quick, but this was just a general video to give you an idea, some of the changes that were done to the vehicles, you know, stuff that's in the shop, you know, the new talent system, the new skill system. You know, there's been a lot of stuff added, there's been a lot of stuff changed, and again, remember, this is the Chinese version, so, like, some of this stuff I showed you with all this monetization over here, you know, a lot of this stuff, probably won't be in our version, you know, 10 VIP levels, this stuff I don't think that the VIP 10 will be in there. Probably maybe 1 or 2 levels. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, overall, I think the game has potential from what it was. It's not, unfortunately, with these guys that are from alpha and closed beta, it might not be what they were looking for. Because as I said, they added stuff to the talent system, they added stuff to the skill system, but I can still see limitations in it, especially when they give you the option to maybe select 2 in a tree, but they remove 6 of them, and you got less to actually use. And then the same thing, as I said, with the new stats. The whole reason why they added these new stats is because they removed block in general, so it just becomes a whole new stat for RNG to happen. Unfortunately, I wish I can show you guys more stuff, like actually the rares and the mod slots that are on the gear, and stuff with crafting. I mean, once I unlock it, I can try to show you, but I really can't understand any of that because I don't understand Chinese. So if I find anything else interesting, I will definitely make another video. But for now, this is Daytora. I'm gonna get lost in this whole new universe that's going on here, and yep, I'll catch you later. I'll probably make maybe another video, maybe another 1 or 2, just going on over some stuff here, and then if not, the next videos I'll be making are actually when the English version comes out, and you can actually understand what's going on, and I can show you all the new systems and everything. Alright, and I'll catch you later. As drops and stuff from some of the boss gauntlets and the paragons and stuff like that, because that's what his character looks like normally, but with his skin on, his wing skin and the weapon skin and everything. What do you think? I think it looks pretty cool.